everyone, Captain Logan here, and I just wanted to put out a quick announcement video and let everybody know what's going on in the coming weeks for Geekvolution, and I also wanted to tell everybody about an unfortunate occurrence that just happened here on the channel that's going to make life a little bit difficult for the coming months. Let me begin with positive things. We've got lots of interesting, exciting things on the horizon here at Geekvolution, but because of big projects that we're about to be commencing, there will be some less output. So this weekend, I'm going to be doing a convention out here in Kansas City called Conquest. I do it every year. It's a sci-fi literature convention, but also lots of other sci-fi and pop culture stuff, and I'm doing a lot of panels there. I'm doing the majority of the comic book stuff for that. I'm going to be doing, I think, 4 or 5 panels about comics and about superhero movies and superhero TV shows and kind of the gambit of the stuff that we cover here on Geekvolution. I'm talking about at that convention with panels of other folks. I will be recording those, and we'll eventually get those posted probably the next week. In fact, that will probably be a lot of the content for the week after that, considering I'll be gearing up for the Midwestern panel shoot, and we're going to be, Vince and I, and Brandon and Dan, our camera guy, we're going to be going across the Midwest at the beginning of June for 7 days, visiting comic shops all the way across the Midwest, and so obviously there won't be any videos that week either, unless I post a couple things here and there on the trip. I might occasionally do kind of a update video, here's where we are, kind of fun travelogue sort of things, if there's time. So anyway, that's a lot of what's going on. This weekend, with that convention, I'm doing this really cool 2-hour sci-fi game show, and that's been consuming a lot of my time lately. So if you've been wondering about output and why certain things haven't been coming up, it's because I have these other commitments that aren't related to the channel that I've got to work on. And but the nice thing is, even though they're not related to the channel, I'm still going to get videos out of them. So you will hopefully get to see the game show. I'm planning on filming it, and it's going to be all about science fiction movies and television shows, and it's based on Price is Right. So it's quite elaborate. I'm going to be hosting it, and I'm doing, Sarah and I are building a giant wheel for that right now, and I've been putting together all the material for that, buying prizes, getting a slideshow together for it. It's a big multimedia thing. So anyway, that's going to be really cool, and working on that. So again, you'll get to see that the week I put the panels out. What else? So here's the big, unfortunate, complicated business. Oh, you know what? Before we get to the big complicated business, sorry, the other thing I wanted to mention was Spawn here. I announced at the end of my last Superhero Rewind that I'm putting Rewind on official hiatus for now until I get Spawn Year done. And I might be able to get a few of those out next week. I'm not going to promise anything because I'm so busy putting together the trip. But when I get back from the trip, it's going to be Spawn Year, Spawn Year, Spawn Year until Spawn Year is finished. I've got, I think, 78 episodes left to make. We have been working on it, even though episodes haven't been getting posted lately because of other things we're doing. We have been working on it. A lot of the finale is shot, but I have a lot of the individual episodes left to prepare and post. And so until that's done, unfortunately, I'm going to have Rewind on hiatus, but it's going to be good for Rewind because as soon as I'm done with that, then we'll be back to regular Rewinds again and some other stuff. So thanks everybody for bearing with me. I really appreciate it, but that is the plan. That's what's going to happen, and I got to make sure and get Spawn Year finished. It should have been done last year, and because of a number of different factors, it's taken this long. I really don't think people are going to be disappointed. I hope not with how it ends. But a lot of people have been asking lately, have you abandoned Spawn Year? No, it's gonna get finished, and I really think people are going to enjoy it. Anyway, so here's the unfortunate business. I got a copyright strike. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It's a gamble when you're doing a review because some things you just can't do without using copyrighted material. Should be covered under fair use. A lot of the time, companies don't care about that, and they try to legally get your stuff pulled anyway. I've never had this happen before. I've had a lot of things copyright flagged. I have had to pull things down before for fear of getting a copyright strike, and I have had a strike before, but it was a community strike, never copyright strike. So, what that means, unfortunately, is that I can't post live videos right now. So I can't do Google+, and that means that my whole plan for Thursday was unfortunately, I'm going to have to change it. I was going to do a live show. I was going to bring comic reviews back live again for the summer while I'm busy with all this other stuff, and, you know, it takes longer to edit, so it's nice to do it live, but also a lot of people seem to really like it that way. So I wanted to kind of go back to that at least for the summer. And we're still going to do that, but it's going to be over on Superhero Enthusiast channel. So what I'm going to do tomorrow night is, just before Superhero Enthusiast and I get started over on his channel, I will post a quick little video of me saying, "Hi everybody, jump on over to Superhero Enthusiast channel and you can watch new comic reviews." I might just take that clip that I just did, and no, I'm just kidding. I'll make something else anyway. So you can, so you'll still be able to watch those live. We're gonna do rapid fire stuff. We're gonna very quickly show you all the books that we got last week that we haven't reviewed yet. And then this week we'll go through all of our stuff, and we'll do some question and answer stuff at the end if you want to talk to us about anything. And then we'll probably give away some digital comics as well. So still show up for that. It's one extra click. Like I said, I will post a video with the link. You can go over to Superhero Enthusiast channel and watch it. If you don't want to watch live or you can't be there and you want to watch it later, I am going to take that video and post it on the channel. So it will still look like a regular live show, but it will be taken from another channel and put on mine. I'm disappointed that this is going on. Here's how copyright strikes work. So unless you can get the strike revoked, which looks like a whole lot of red tape and the potential to get sued by the company that took your video down, which I don't really want to deal with. You got to wait 6 months before the copyright strike is gone and hope to heck that you don't get another one. You may be asking, by the way, what video got taken down. Ironically, it was a video that I made in such a way where I was trying really hard for this kind of thing not to happen. And of course it happened anyway. So I'm starting to have more of a why bother kind of attitude when it comes to copyright stuff. You're taking you're putting your life in your own hands. To quote Dr. McCoy in Star Trek V, you're playing games with life. Not really. It's not a life or death situation, but it is a it is a professional livelihood kind of situation. It's annoying. Anyway, so it was a video I made probably 3 years ago. I feel like, honestly, there ought to be a statute of limitations on this, really, because rules change and stuff. So, like, you'll put out a video and it'll be just fine for a while, but then different things get moved around and changed, or you get more popular and you get more public, more people see you, and then companies are more likely to notice you, and so then it becomes a problem and they try to take you down. Anyway, I just feel like, honestly, 3 years. Anyway, so the video was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes review, of all things, and I used part of the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes song in that video. I thought the version I put on YouTube, I took that out. I don't know, because I didn't save that version. I just have the one I put on Blip, so I'm not even sure now what happened. I mean, if that's what it was, or if it was just they didn't like that I used the movie poster. And believe it or not, I have been flagged for that. I have been copyrighted flagged for movie posters, not to mention screenshots. So, anyway, if you are, just a word to the wise, if you are considering doing the YouTube criticism thing, or if you do it already, just know that no matter what you do, save just sitting in front of a camera like I'm doing now and talking, there's every potential to get a copyright strike, even on things that really should be fair use and would be legal to almost any lawyer you would take your stuff to and show. So anyway, enough about that, but that's what's going on. So 6 months before the copyright strike goes away, and that means that it's going to be a full 6 months before I'm going to be able to do live videos. So, for the foreseeable future, I'm either going to be doing live shows on other people's channels and posting videos and pointing the way there, or things that might have otherwise been live will be not live. And I don't know about comic reviews. I don't know if I'm going to keep those live for the foreseeable future like I'd planned, or if we're going to go back the other way. I just haven't made up my mind yet. But I don't know. I like doing that show live. I like both ways. I mean, I've always been of two minds about it. Doing it live, you get to interact with people, and that's fun, and also it's just less work for me with all the other stuff that I'm doing. But on the other hand, you can't show panels, and it's not as informative, and frankly, they're longer. So anyway, I like them both, and that's why I keep kind of going back and forth. Sometimes I'll do it that way, and sometimes I won't. But anyway, so enough about that. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 9 Eastern, we'll be doing new comic reviews over on Superhero Enthusiast channel. That's what's going on right now. So lots of Spawn Year, getting that finished as soon as I get back from the trip. Midwestern Panels is going great. We are finished with the Kickstarter, and we funded the project. I want to say thanks again to everybody for helping us fund that project. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and a couple people gave upwards of $300 to $500, and our community is just amazing, and we want to say thank you so much for that. We just shot a poster today, a teaser poster for the movie, which I think turned out really cool, and we're going to be just getting everything together next week for the trip, and just about to go and do that. So anyway, so convention, trip, and then back to the grindstone with Spawn Year. And then after Spawn Year, we'll be back to a lot more regular Geekvolution stuff, getting regular rewinds out, and I want to finally get back to counting Crypto Freaks. So anyway, thanks so much, as always, for watching. Sure appreciate it. I've got Arrow Discussions uploading right now, so that'll be up soon. Just a word warning, if you're watching Arrow Discussions, it's long. Eric and I had a whole bunch of stuff to say, and I am still really kind of back and forth about how I feel about the end of the season. So go listen to that if you are so inclined, and we'll see you again very shortly on Geekvolution. I'm Captain Logan, and for some of you, I will see you tomorrow evening live at 8 p.m. Central.